Good afternoon, everyone. Pastor Janet here. I hope you're all having a great day. Told you I was going to come by on Friday and talk about scams to watch out with publishers. Now, it's really very simple if you really think about it. Okay, you want your book published. You worked hard on it and you want it published so you can hold it in your hot little hands and say, "This is my baby," and be so proud of it. Just like a parent, which is really what you are. Once you write a book, you are a parent. That's your baby and you want everybody to love it. Okay, first thing to look for is publishers that want upfront fees. Now, if a publisher really likes your work, he's going to give you an advance. Now, eventually, that advance is going to come back to him. He hopes the book grows famous and people love it, and they'll start buying it, and then he'll recoup that bonus that he gave you, and then you'll get more royalties. And then the second thing, now that's the most important thing, when they start asking for money up front, stop right there. A publisher that wants your work will give you an advance. You don't have to give him an advance, so to speak. He'll give you one. And then you have to watch for false editors. Editors that charge you a fee to read, a fee to edit. Now, if an editor is going to do your work, they'll tell you how much they're going to charge for each word. Some say for 500 words or so, this is a fee. For 300 words or 200 words or whatever it is, however large your book is, they're going to charge you for that. Okay, but after they've done it, you don't have to pay them up front. Anybody that wants things coming up front, you got to watch for them. Okay, and then I got one more thing I wrote down here. So watch out for false editors. That's another thing. And anytime that they ask for, wait, I wrote this down because I want to make sure I got it all right. Okay, I told you about the upfront fee on vanity presses. Those are publishers that you may never have heard of. They say that they're going to do so much for you. They're going to do the book cover, the editing, the proofreading, everything. And it just sounds so too good to be true. And as they say, it usually is. Be careful. Presses that you never heard of. There are some out there that are fake and they're looking to take your money. So you got to watch out for those scams. And then you have to be careful if they ask for your complete manuscript. Now, if you, okay, I'm just going to tell you honest truth. I had that happen to me. I sent my manuscript off and I never heard from one of the places. I never got my manuscript back either. So what I do now, if you're going to send off to a publisher, you can tell if they're false right off the bat. If you tell them, "Oh, okay, I'm sending my manuscript to 4 or 5 others, and you're just one of them," then they know that there's other manuscripts of yours with the same story out there. So they have to stop and think, and you have the upper hand there. If they say, "Well, we don't want you to submit it to anybody else," run, because there's nothing that says that you can't submit your work to more than one publisher. And the secret, what they told me too, when you submit your work, send yourself a copy too through the mail. That postmark, it's like a copyright. If you send your book, this one friend of mine, she said, I haven't talked to her in a long time because I think she moved away. But she said she sent her book to this lady that said that she had done all these famous people's books. And she kept telling her she had this was wrong, that was wrong. But she never sent the book back. And the girl, every time she asked her for the book, she said, "Well, I'm still editing it." So she never knew what happened. So she's leery that she lost her story. If you do what I'm telling you here now, put your manuscript in an envelope, mail it to yourself. Don't open it. Don't open it because that postmark is just like a copyright. Don't open it. Just go ahead, keep it, and then if they want to publish your book and say they like it and everything, fine. If they don't, and then you accidentally somewhere it has happened, you run across a book and you say, "That story sounds exactly like mine. That is my story. How did they get it?" Well, now, what proof do you really have? None. Unless you mailed yourself a copy. If you go to court, the judge would look at the copies and say, "This is the same story. That's his story." So then you're safe. And they have to recoup you for any fraudulent things that they have done. Okay, so these are scams to watch out for publishers. Like I said, I had a publisher once. And I thought so much of them. I really did. Then I found out that they were a scam. Like they would tell me that I could order 50 books for a penny. Each book would be a penny. Okay, so I ordered 10 books. So that would be, you know, what, 10 books for a penny, 10 cent. Anyway, it's a long story. I could get into it more, but anyway, so they told me that, and after I ordered the books, then it was $80 or $90 to ship them. Well, by the time, so how was it 1 cent book, 1 cent? I ordered 10 books, 10 cent, $80 shipping. You gotta watch out for these people. They make it sound. I mean, that sounded so good to me. Oh, my book is only 1 cent. I can get 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 copies. 50 cents for 50 books. $150 to ship the books. Let me tell you, people, I was very, very disillusioned, very upset. So I've learned a lot since then. So now I publish. I'll tell you honestly, I publish through Amazon. I like Amazon. Like I said, I give my books away. I don't publish my books to make money, but I do make money. I have made money. My books are sold in Australia and over in different foreign countries, so I have made money. But that's not my aim. My aim is to spread the gospel throughout the world through my writings, and inspire people, uplift people, and give them hope and inspiration. So I give my books away. But what I'm saying, be careful who you publish. Now I publish with Amazon. I like Amazon. I haven't had any problem with it. I like them. They publish my books and they come out beautifully. So that's for me. But I haven't. I've tried a couple of other publishing places and didn't sound too right. One place I wanted to publish with, and they said, "Oh, we could work out a deal." And I said, "Well, how much is it to publish it? For you to take my book? Oh, $5,000, but we can work out a payment plan monthly." Yeah, stop me right there. I'm not putting. One girl I know I met at a book conference. She had one book published. The place charged her $10,000 for this book, for this package. She took the highest package that they had there. They have different packages, lower rates and stuff. We'll do this for you, but we won't do that. Well, she did the highest package that they had. She ended up paying monthly payments, and her book never took off. Now, I think that's terrible when a publisher does that. I think that's terrible. See, publishers now, you forget they want to make money. When you see like John Grisham, and all these famous writers, that have books out, Ernest Hemingway, I mean, they paid those people advances. A reputable publishing company is going to pay you in advance. You're not going to be giving them money. They're going to give you money because they like your work. Okay, so that's the main thing. Remember that. Okay? Remember that. Publishing scams to watch out for. You have to be careful. Okay. Bye-bye now.